This is for the ones that remember. The ones that still feel it in their bones, that something's not quite right with this country. Something's been lost, stolen, sold. This isn't the Britain that we were meant to inherit. It sure as hell isn't the one that I want to leave to my children, do you? We were once a nation of builders, inventors, soldiers and saints, working class heroes with dirt on our hands and fire in our hearts. Now, we've just become a nation of cowards, complainers, keyboard warriors, distracted, numb, obedient, fed lies by the spoonful and told it's progress. I'm not swallowing it, nor should you. Let's talk about who we really are. The British spirit was forged in the fires of hardship. We didn't get handed an empire, we built it brick by brick, blood and sweat. From the coal pits of Wales to the steel mills of Sheffield, from the shipyards of Portsmouth to the trenches of the Somme, our ancestors carved out a place in this world with nothing but their backs and their bravery. It wasn't the rich and the elites who won all the wars, it was the working class, the Tommy in the trenches, the sailor in the storm, the miner who traded his lungs so his kids could eat. We were feared and we were respected, not because we were cruel, but because we stood for something. Discipline, duty, dignity, and we certainly didn't need safe spaces because we had values. I served. I do know what courage looks like, and I've seen it, not in politicians' speeches or corporate boardrooms, but in the eyes of the working class, men and women ready to die for a country that then goes and forgets their names. People who ran towards the gunfire while the wealthy ran their mouths. Men who came home to a broken system, empty promises and a society that treats them like relics. This nation was built by men like that, not tech bros, not influencers, not career politicians, but warriors, fathers, brothers, friends. And yet today, they're invisible, discarded, because their values don't fit the new narrative. Honour? Too rigid. Patriotism? Too offensive. Masculinity? Far too toxic. But I say enough. Enough is enough now. Look around. What do we have? Cities ruled by fear and division. Kids raised on TikTok with antidepressants. Men too afraid to speak the truth because somebody might get offended. We used to celebrate strength. Now all we celebrate is victimhood. We used to raise lions. Now we raise lab rats. Obedient, programmed, sedated. Don't let them fool you. This didn't just happen by accident. It was designed. Because a proud, united, courageous people, they're very hard to control. But a weak, divided, ashamed nation, you can sell them anything, even their own chains. They call it progress, diversity, inclusion, sustainability. They love the buzzwords. But what are we including exactly? Degeneracy, cowardice, cultural suicide. And what are we sustaining? A nation addicted to convenience and controlled by fear. Don't talk to me about progress, not until our kids know how to be proud to be British. Not until we raise boys who know how to be men. Not until we protect our borders, our traditions and our faith. We didn't survive the Blitz to surrender to Brussels, and we didn't fight the Nazis to roll over to NGOs. We didn't build an empire to become a refugee camp for the global elite's experiments. Here's the harsh truth. The enemy isn't at the gates anymore, he's inside. Our media, our government, our schools, our churches, they've all sold us out for power, profit and praise from their globalist masters. They mock the past, they erase the truth, they rewrite history to suit their lies, but they can't erase what's in our blood. They can't silence all of us, and that's why a nation of sleepers exists, because somebody has to speak out about the things other people are too afraid to say. So I'm calling on you, not as a host, not as a preacher, but as a brother, as a fellow Brit. If this is in your bones too, and you look at your children and you know that they deserve better, it's time to stand up. Remember who we were, decide who we're going to be. Because this is the moment in history, this is the test, we all have to pick a side. We are the generation that makes this decision. Do we let it all collapse? Do we sell out our inheritance for a moment of comfort? Or are we the ones that turn back to God, to grit, to greatness? We're not victims, we are the heirs to a kingdom that was built on courage, carved by character and cemented in truth. But kingdoms fall when people fall asleep. So I ask you, look around at the world that we are in now. Look back at our forefathers and what they gave us. Then ask yourself, which would you prefer to leave to your children?